here to vibe out. You know, this ain't an interview. This is just, you know, just talk to new
We
people.
just talking. We're just chilling.
I'm sipping my drink. I'm having a good time. What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Smiirk, and you're not tuned in to Baby Go. I mean, recently we've been drinking a lot of tequila, but I had to take a break. But I love him. That's like my go-to.
Okay, what type of tequila?
Casamigos, Don Julio.
The right kind,
Stuff
like
like
lighter,
that.
the lighter dark kind. What is it, Reposado and Ajo?
Yeah, I can't do. I mean, that's it.
No, you like it light, the clear shit?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, no.
My pops he likes it dark, but he's like an older cat, so he likes, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, I can't do that shit. Cause to me, like the clear shit's smoother.
No.
Unless it's a cognac, like then I can drink this shit
No.
straight. Like you feel me? Like,
No, I can't do the clear shit.
Not...
Didn't grow up in Chicago. You grew up in the burbs.
Mm-hmm.
What part of the burbs?
So you know where Woodfield is?
No idea.
Okay.
Is that north?
It's north.
Okay.
It's north. So I grew up originally, you know, Elgin.
Mm-hmm.
Elgin, Bartlett area. I was out there. I lived in Bartlett. And then when I was like, I think like 13, 14, I moved to Vernon Hills.
Okay.
It's by like Mundelein. It's just up north, you know. It's just suburbs of north.
So how is it out there where you grew up? How's the neighborhood?
It's pretty preppy. You feel me? Like everybody's just kind of like, you know, doing their thing. Predominantly white.
Not a lot going on around there.
I mean, the cops, they outside for some reason, like all the fucking time. But like, besides that, you know what I'm saying? Like everything's chill. You know?
Chill?
It's
Okay.
just civil. It's not like, you know, like in Chicago,
Yeah.
you know, get crazy. Like.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the schools that you went to, what type of schools you go to?
So I went to like just a normal public school. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of had everybody was like super diverse. And then like I went to when I moved to when I was like 13, 14. That's when it was more like predominantly white and like, you know, and that's where I kind of like grew up like in my high school years.
Okay.
And then, but you know, I just like, cause I'm Hispanic, so I like just never really like fit. You feel me? I was always kind of like the odd one out or whatever. So I started branching out to people that like weren't in my area, and then that's when I just started getting tapped into like everywhere. You know.
So when did you get into music?
Shit. Well, I've been listening to music my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Like my dad used to play a lot of house music, so I grew up on like house music, and you know, then it kind of turned into around like 2012 when like Dead Mouse and Skrillex came out, stuff like that. I started like getting into like EDM and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then that's when I wanted to like start being a DJ, because I seen like, oh, like my pops had taken me to a concert at Lollapalooza when I was like 12.
Okay.
And we saw Dead Mouse perform, and he like was DJing and everything, and like the place was packed, like the biggest, you know, stage.
Right.
And it was just crazy how he was like making everybody move and just having a good time and shit. So I was so inspired by that. I was like, it made me have more of a love for music already than him like kind of like putting it into me, like, you know, instilling all this house music that I already love. And then, you know, it turned into like electronic music or whatever. And then, you know, like it just kind of like evolved from there.
Mm-hmm.
So by the age of 12, I was like DJing and stuff like that.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah. And then by the time I was like 17, no, I lied, 19. I like kind of like didn't have a passion for it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of felt like I like ran through it and I was just like over it, you know, like I didn't have no more love for it, even though people were like rooting for me to be successful or whatever. But I felt like I had a calling in like using my voice, using my voice like as an artist, you know what I'm saying, or like, you know, creating words and vibes and energies like that, you know, rather than just like going on a computer screen and just like, you know. But everybody has their own niches.
Right.
So that's where I like initially found like my love for music, you know, and then it just kind of progressed and became my own person.
So you said you were DJing at like 12 years old. Where were you DJing at? Like parties, family events?
My basement. My pops got me like a little like mini controller and stuff, and I would just practice all the time. And then eventually, as I started getting better, I started inviting my friends over. And,
right.
You know, like trying to do parties and stuff like that, and then, you know, just kind of progress and stuff. So it was dope, you know. DJing is cool because you get to like control the room, you know, like you play certain music that people feel.
What type of artist would you describe yourself as?
An artist. I wouldn't say like I have like a specific genre.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
Because I feel like I could kind of tap into everything.
I like that.
I feel like I'm very aware and like, you know, I know what's going on in like all different kind of cultures of like music and stuff like that. So I really feel like I could do anything. But recently I've been trying to hone in into like what can be like you know, my niche. I feel like it's gonna be more of like a singing, kind of like R&B, just more melodic. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I really feel like is gonna be like my element. You know, because I could just express myself in a more like passionate way, and I'm very passionate already. Like I be meeting so many people that just be like doing it for fun,
and they're
just
actually
fucking
good at
amazing.
It. Yeah.
It make me feel like shit. I'm like, damn, I've been working so damn hard. And like they like,
yes.
Some people just got it like that.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, for sure.
All of my peoples, I feel like are super talented, and you know, in their own way, and everybody got their own style. You know what I'm saying? But it all comes together to be like one.
Right.
So it's a beautiful thing. I love this city.
Do you have a song out right now that might interpret the style that you want to be, the more melodic, singing type?
Yeah, so I posted a song recently on Instagram, and it's low key doing like really good. Like, people are really fucking with it, and it was like just like a preview of me in the car and shit.
Come fly with me, baby, come fly with me. Come fly with me, baby, would you die for me? Would you die for me, baby? Don't lie to me, don't lie to me, baby.
And I feel like that's my lane, you know. So it's on my Instagram. But like the song I had dropped recently with my music video with my homie Asante, which is called El Party. That's doing great too. But so funny thing is, right? So I'm Mexican and Peruvian, so I'm like 100% Hispanic, but I don't actually speak Spanish. Like I don't speak it fully. You feel me? Like I could speak a little bit. You know what I mean? Looking like what? Like obviously my family speaks Spanish, but they never taught me. So I just kind of get, you know, assistance from like translation, you know, because I love Spanish, the language, you know, and that's my culture. So like I'm trying to integrate that into, you know, who I am too. But at the same time, it's just like I feel like it's kind of like a setback because I don't speak the language fully, so I can't really like express my truest emotions or who I am. You know what I'm saying? To the best of my ability, you know. So that's why I feel like I'll always do Spanish songs, but I don't know if that's gonna be my lane.
So you don't speak Spanish. So
I mean, I could speak it a little bit. Like I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a little embarrassed to do it in public. So like over a song, it's a lot easier because I know what to say, when to say it. Whereas like if I gotta think in my head, like okay, how do I say this, and this to somebody? Like I'm gonna like, you know, get nervous or like stumble. So if I could like practice it, you know, and then she helps me with pronunciation sometimes because I don't always pronounce things like correctly. Then it kind of comes together where it almost sounds like, you know what I'm saying, I know how to speak Spanish. But I guess that's the vibe I'm trying to give up because even though I don't speak Spanish, I love my culture. So I'm doing my best to, you know, integrate everything in just English and Spanish, you know, or sometimes Spanglish where it's just like a mix of both, you feel me? Like,
so back to this song that you have with Asante, El Party. What made you want to feature him in the song specifically?
Well, he's a really good friend of mine. So like, we didn't go to the same school, but we're pretty close. So we clicked up just because of music, you know? So we just listened to beats and then, you know, we heard the na 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 na. I was like, ooh. And we were actually chilling by the pool in the summer, and then we're like, this is a vibe. So I was like, let's just write something. He's like, bro, but I don't know Spanish. I'm like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Está con sus amigas en el party, and she be dancing like she got nobody. Bebecita quiero fumar mari, y ella habla muy sexy, me gusta morena. Está con sus amigas en el party, and she be dancing like she got nobody.
What's your like ideal studio session when you're in the studio? What do you need with you? What type of atmosphere are you? Does writing come easy to you? Does it take a little time?
Well, I need a little bit of this. And then maybe a pause, and then some people. And normally I have my songs written out beforehand. And I just go in and I just, you know, I kind of just do my thing. The studio, like I don't like, you know, I like having a lot of people in my studio.
Okay.
I like, you know, like a party, you know.
Which is different.
Like I like people.
Does that motivate you?
Yeah, because it's like, if they're fucking with it, then, you know what I'm saying, you could see it, and if they're not, you know, because I'm very honest, like if I can make a good song, but it may not be like what people want, you know.
Right.
And I like to please people, so it's like, I want to make songs that people are like vibing to, you know.
Where did you get the name from, Mr. Smiirk?
Well, before I added the Mr., I used to just be Smiirk. And I got that because that was like, I was looking for a name for my DJ name. My uncle, he was like, yo, because in every single one of my pictures that we would take, I would always be smirking because I had braces. So I like to show my teeth because I had braces, you feel me? So I was just kind of doing that. And then he was like, hey, why don't you name yourself
Mr. Smiirk?
DJ Smiirk, because I was a DJ at the time.
Okay.
He's like, why don't you name yourself DJ Smiirk? And I was like, that shit lame. I was like, no. I was like, that shit. I was like, no. And literally, he kept telling me for like over the course of the year, not all the time, but like every once in a while. And as soon as he like told me, I was like, a year later, I was like, I think I'm gonna do it. But I was like, I gotta do something that's different. So I'm not gonna do, you know, Smirk with just one eye because it's like anybody could be that, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna add another eye in there. That way we can get like the logo of a face, of an actual Smirk face, or like, you know, a logo to be able to brand it.
Like the eye and then like the...
Exactly,
Ooh,
yeah.
That's cute.
I dropped the DJ because I don't want to be known as just a DJ. I wanted to produce music too. So I grabbed the name Mystery. And I grabbed the Mister from it and I added it to the Smirk that I already had. So it was like my rapping and my DJing into me. And then like that's just okay, Mr. Smirk.
What's next for Mr. Smirk? What can we expect next for you?
I feel like I really just wanna like hone in into like a style that's just gonna like make me flourish and kinda showcase like my true talents, you know? And be able to express myself the way I want to, however I want to, you know, even visually through videos and stuff like that, you know? Because I'm a very like passionate, like deep person, like once you get to know me, but to other people it looks like I'm just like, you know, this party animal, or this person that just makes party music all the time. I'm trying to like tone it down and like really, you know, find who I am, you know? So I want to just release a lot more singles. I want to release more videos, you know, have like a new plan of attack and eventually an album, but I really just want to kind of build my fan base bigger than what it already is and really just like, you know, take my shit to the next level.
We can find you on all streaming platforms, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal.
Mr. Smirk.
Apple, what was I going to say, Amazon Music?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. What's your favorite chicken spot out here?
Harold's Chicken.
Okay.
For sure. Like, without a doubt, like, that's my shit. I would eat there all the fucking time.
Okay,
especially when I'm drunk.
Do you have a favorite pizza spot out there?
Nah, cause like, to be honest, we got pretty good pizza spots where I'm at. Like, it just, pizza don't really like phase me, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's all the same shit. Like, I'll eat Little Caesars and that shit will be busting it. It don't really.
You went a little too far.
You think so?
Caesar.
Tell me not. Little Caesars be
No.
No? That shit with the buffalo ranch. That should be hitting different. Nah, I ain't even gonna lie though. That shit straight cardboard, but like it's good. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Why not this moment?
I started like tweaking out like a lot, like anxiety and.
That seems to be a lot of people who don't smoke are like, it's not for me. I don't think smoking's for everyone.
Well, that's the thing. I smoked for 2 years straight, bro. So like it came out like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I was obsessed with it. Like when I wasn't, I had to, you know. And I was just all the time, like, you know. And then all of a sudden, just like my health, I feel like started catching up to me. Maybe I had like underlying anxiety, and then it like caught up to me. And then once I started like feeling a certain way, I was like, whoa, like I can't do this anymore. You know? But that's why.
At least you're aware of it, and yeah, you know.
Well, yeah, I'm aware of it, but you know how many times I've like done it and then like, you know, tweaked out or like had anxiety just to say like I've done it so many times to go back to it.
You wanted to try
because I wanted to do it so bad, and I was get so much anxiety that I would have to give it up because like if not, like it's gonna affect my health, you know. So like, you be doing that all the time.
All the time.
That's why the baby girls got the big old